Hello and welcome back to StarCraft II. As you can see, I've got another game coming up right now. This one is against Unsympath. Unsympath? I don't know how one's supposed to say that name, but it's against him, and he's a Protoss on Slag Pits. These new maps, I don't really know about them. I mean, I can't say I like them very much. I still really do prefer playing on like Metalopolis or Zelnaga Caverns or I don't know, any of the older maps. I actually really love Tal'Darim Ultra 2, but these new maps are just meh. They're just meh. That's pretty much all I can say. So this Protoss actually did something against me that I've been facing off against a lot recently. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was because the ladder was locked. Maybe people just wanted to expend their bonus pool as quickly as they possibly could. But it's been cheesy. Okay, that's not really a spoiler, you'll still see what happens. And the funniest part is the reason I actually wanted to do this game was because I was so oblivious to the fact. I was just carrying on happily on my way, and things were happening. Sinister things were happening without my knowledge, obviously. So you'll see soon. Okay, you'll see soon. It was pretty entertaining, and I think another reason to do something like this is because I actually dealt with it pretty well. Now, if I had immediately just spotted what was going on, then this whole thing would have been a lot quicker. I think I would have probably ended the game 2 or 3 minutes earlier. It would have been easier, basically. Like, if I had spotted what exactly this guy was doing. Now, if you watch this probe here, I was watching the probe, okay? Not right now, obviously. You know what I'm saying? There, I saw he put down something, and I thought to myself, okay, gateway down at the ramp, fine. Things are looking pretty standard over there in the Protoss base. But if you have a closer look at that alleged gateway, it's not really a gateway. It's not a gateway. That was a forge that he put down over there. And there's a noisy truck outside. I mean, really. They know I'm recording in here, so they come and drive their trucks in our street. Anyway, so that wasn't a gateway. He put on a forge. And then what tipped me off was that. Did you hear that? Did you hear that sound? I heard that sound. There was something at my ramp, and it was looking and sounding suspiciously like a couple of pylons. So this is something that I've, as I said, faced off against a lot. People just love photon cannon rushing for some reason. It's the new in thing. I suppose the same as old six pools. Six pools have become increasingly popular since Moon did it to Huck at the DreamHack finals. Don't ask me why. People think they're Moon. Anyway, so now my thinking here was I got to keep that drone alive. So if he does in fact block me in, I'll have a hatchery maybe outside. I was actually planning on making it like at the left-hand side's main. So there, I managed to narrowly avoid the probe. I got my drone away, and I was going to hide it top left, or on the left-hand side actually. And then I threw down 2 crawlers because I was in fact going to use my queen. I was going to take the queen, put down a creep tumor immediately, not inject larva. Go for creep tumor immediately so I could spread the creep to the edge of my ramp so I could put my crawlers there and kill his towers because he doesn't have sight on the high ground yet. Now that's one thing I didn't do properly in this. I moved my overlord over to the right hand side now because I thought, well, if he got a probe up here, then I'm in trouble. If he got a pylon down or something, or a cannon or something like that on the high ground, then I would have had some problems. But I was lucky. In that regard, this guy didn't seem to know what he was doing. I think he was one of those desperate people who just wanted points, and he didn't really know. He didn't master the art of cannon rushing. Thing is, I made a few mistakes here as well. I decided I was going to go for roaches instead of speedlings, but then I decided, okay, wait, I'm rather going to go for speedlings because my crawlers were doing such a good job against his cannons. You'll see in just a second what I mean. But I was saying before, this could be useful to everyone who watches it. If you guys ever make your way to the Diamond League, that's where I am. Not very high Diamond, I'm sure. Probably pretty low Diamond. Then this will help. I mean, because all you need to really do is spread your creep to your ramp, get a couple of crawlers up there, make sure he doesn't get a probe up on the high ground. That is the most important thing. So if you can get a couple of Zerglings out early, you can put them at your ramp, prevent that probe from coming up there to build anything. And then as you can see, it is so easy. Once those pylons go down, those cannons are useless, and I decided here to rather go for the metabolic boost because it would have helped more than the roaches. I should have probably cancelled the roach warren. My plan now was just to take my speedlings, make a lot of them, take them, run them all the way across to his base and just kill him. So if that didn't work, you know, I would have probably been quite far ahead because he had wasted so much on those cannons. I mean, I hadn't spent that much on what I was doing. I got 2 crawlers, which I probably would have gotten anyway. I didn't expand as early as I maybe would have. but that's not a big deal because I could have even thrown down a double expansion now if I wanted. I had the minerals for it. So I just decided time to mass some Zerglings. I didn't even use that silly Roach Warren. That I suppose is a bit of a blunder from me, but I did make the right choice and go for that probe that he had off to the left hand side. I knew it was going somewhere, probably to put on a pylon, and I was right with that. He did want to put on a pylon there, and if he had in fact warp units in there, it would have been a bit, I don't know, iffy, but I got it down, so that was lucky. And I still had that drone on the left hand side patrolling, so I could have thrown down another expansion there if I had got trapped in my base. So I don't know, I think I handled it pretty well. It was a really badly executed cannon rush, but it was a bit of fun, and I feel that I got incredibly lucky at the end here as well, where I ran straight past his Zealot. His Zealot was probably just off out of position there, and I got into his mineral line, and that was that. He GG'd, and nothing more to say about it. This kind of thing, as I keep saying, happens to me a lot for some reason. People just, maybe they see my nickname, they see Zerg, they don't feel like playing that long macro game, and they decide, okay, time to cannon rush, and, well, I don't know, I sort of appreciate it. I've come to the point in my StarCraft career where I actually really like playing against cannon rushes. I even sort of enjoy playing against six pools as well, because I do scout early, I do see what's happening, but I did learn something from this game. Always check what the buildings are, because if I had known that was a forge, it would have been even quicker to end that. But anyway, this was just a bit of fun. Don't take it too seriously. I keep saying that in all my games. Do you guys get this a lot? Do you get cannon rushed, six pooled, bunker rushed? I mean, bunker rush isn't the same kind of thing, but still, I've been facing off against this kind of thing a lot, so I thought I'd post at least one video of it. Do you stress when you see those cannons? Do you deal with it differently? Let me know below. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and happy StarCrafting.